I'm sure a lot of you know that I've been actively following the P. Diddy case for quite a while now, and now that the trial's ongoing, there's a lot of people getting fed information through TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and just YouTube videos in general. And a lot of it, I'm sorry to say, sports fans, is phony baloney. A lot of what's being spread around is more fake than a 5'4" dude's Tinder profile bio. It's just blatant lies, and a lot of it's just AI slop. The biggest being the P. Diddy Prince bombshell, which is just blown up. So much so that people are emailing me asking why I haven't talked about the stunning revelations in the P. Diddy trial with the Prince recording that was played. When such a thing doesn't actually exist, it's not real, and it all stems from AI content factories just making up a bunch of shit. The biggest perpetrator being this channel, What Is My Star Worth? They post like 3 bogus P. Diddy update videos a day, and each video is extremely popular and spread around like the gospel, with people talking about it, citing it, and reposting it on things like TikTok, where this shit, it's getting more views than fucking Despacito did. Like, it is going extremely bonkers with the amount of people that are believing it, even though it's blatantly false. And it takes just 2 seconds of Googling to know that it's false. You don't even have to actively be following the trial. You can look up some of the claims yourself and see that they just don't hold any water at all. And since this is so popular, it's become a bit of a cheat code for infinite views, so a lot of other channels are now trying to bite this asshole to suck some farts out for themselves, get their piece of the pie. So they're making AI-generated content with fucking fanfic about this that is also just outlandish. Things like, a witness was called to the stand. The witness had 4 heads and 15 titties, and it was shocking what they brought to light. Or a necromancer came into the courtroom and brought back to life Humphrey Bogart, who testified against Diddy. The last thing his team expected. It just shattered the whole case. And it's just so crazy. But people are just buying into it. And I know the cope a lot of people have in cases like this, where people say, no one actually believes that, it's all bots. It's not true. Just go on TikTok and look at all of the living, breathing, sentient human beings that are spreading this, opining on it, and presenting it as fact.
The following is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is the verbatim federal courtroom testimony of the Sean Diddy Combs trial, as reported by Inner City Press.
The opening statement here in this video from ChatGPT is just an outright bold-faced fib. Liars go to hell, and this one is probably the fastest condemnation to hell you could find. The very first thing they say is that this is verbatim as reported by Inner City Press. Brother, you can look at Inner City Press. They even made a statement on this because it's gotten so big. So many people were hounding them, wondering if this is all true. They themselves have said, no, there was no Prince audio played in the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial last week. They slapped that shit down. It is so quick to prove that this is all malarkey. It is actual just horseradish that they pulled out of their ass from the ChatGPT script. It's just craziness that anyone would believe it. In the description, they do try and cover their own ass a little bit, where at the bottom, they themselves even make a mention that it's not real. When you expand it, there's a disclaimer saying the content is fictional and for entertainment purposes only. No official sources confirm the existence of such a recording. That's not written in hieroglyphics. They're not speaking in riddles. They are not being subtle. They are telling you it's not real, but they know people aren't going to check the description here. They are going to just see the video and take it at face value because this video presents it as though it is a real legitimate thing, saying that it comes verbatim from the report. Like, they are trying their best to make it seem legitimate while slyly trying to cover their own ass legally that, no, we made it clear that it's not real.
He named names. He mentioned specific dates, including a December 2015 party in Beverly Hills. And he described behavior that matched earlier witness testimony almost word for word. But what made this different? What made the courtroom shift from disbelief to alarm was that Prince was speaking with full knowledge of what he was doing.
This section right here where they talk about the tape that was played from Prince in court about Diddy has got so many people in a frenzy and uproar, so much hoopla around this section about the slam dunk Prince just delivered upon Diddy's case.
If something happens to me, he said, this recording needs to go to the press or the police, either one. As Prince's voice played, Diddy's body language changed entirely. Then Prince said something that broke the room. These aren't just parties. They're traps. The silence was so complete, you could hear Prince breathing between words. In the back row, a woman visibly cried. In the front row, a reporter dropped her pen. Diddy's attorney placed a hand on his client's arm, trying to calm him.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Dumbledore asked calmly. That's this whole video in a nutshell. It's written like that. It is just a fucking script that was churned out that is a make-believe story about a Prince tape that played in court, and then all of a sudden people were crying. You could hear a pin drop. Like, holy shit, it doesn't get any more fake than that. Of all the things that never happened, this never happened the most, and you can confirm it yourself so easily. But people don't do that. And the creators of these videos know that. They bank on it. They hope that people won't bother to do their due diligence in even the slightest way, which is why they push out so many.
Prince continued, explaining that he had warned Diddy about what he saw, that he approached him during an after-party in 2016 and told him the manipulation of young artists and guests had to stop. Prince claimed Diddy laughed and told him, "You might be Prince, but you're not untouchable." That line hit the courtroom like a gunshot.
No, it didn't. I know it didn't, because this didn't happen. It's just telling bedtime stories. It's actually just making this shit up, and it is succeeding. There are so many people that right now believe this and are actively talking about it. It's just so crazy to me. This is going to only continue to be a bigger and bigger issue going forward. It's only going to continue to get more out of control and be harder and harder to discern what's real and what's fake. And I know people have talked about that endlessly, but we're seeing it unfold and evolve in real time right now. It's so fucking scary. I don't even know what you do to stop it. Like, even if you try and tackle it on a platform level where YouTube starts to take down all of these fake AI accounts that spread this shit, you can never get them all because it takes seconds to just make a new one. Which is why you see so many of those like fake America's Got Talent things about like, this alien missing 4 fingers came down to Earth and its dream was to be a country singer. It's a moving performance and it has like 2 million views of like 70-year-olds thinking that it's real or some shit. Like, you can take down those until the cows come home, but there will always be more, like a hydra. It really feels like an unwinnable battle. And there will come a point where it won't be as easy to tell that it's fake. Like, in this case, I think anyone that's been on the internet for any length of time, you'll see this and immediately start to question it and figure out that it's not real. But that's not everybody, clearly. It's a big can of worms here that's been opened. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya.